Hey guys, today we have a Minimates Central review. Today we have the Terminator 2 Minimates, San Diego Comic-Con 2009, Action Figure Express exclusive, Cyberdyne Assault box set. And this box set is 11 years old at this point and is having trouble standing up. It's also kind of in bad condition, but we're going to try to make it work. There we go. Kind of. So, the Terminator Minimates, 2009 to 2011, I think, is when DST was making these, and I just thought it'd be fun to do kind of a retro throwback, see how these guys hold up. This came out in 2009, like I said, at Action Figure Express's booth at San Diego Comic-Con, and Action Figure Express has been defunct for probably like 5 years or so, but like in the late 2000s, they were a big player in Minimates exclusives. Like, DST was pumping out a lot of stuff for them. Whatever happened to those guys? Like, you try to go to their website these days and it's just a 404. I can't find any information on the company. They just disappeared, I guess. But at the time, I remember being really into this set because you got a version of the Terminator himself. You got Sarah Connor in her first appearance. You've got a really cool battle damage endoskeleton. You've got Miles Dyson. Pretty cool. I've had this sealed for quite some time. I remember Action Figure Express had these for super cheap, and so I bought like a stack of 5 and used them for like parts and stuff. I don't know why this one is in such bad condition. I want to say at some point, younger me was like, oh, I'm going to slightly open it, steal Sarah Connor's shoulder harness, and put it back together, because I found this missing piece in one of my bins. So anyway, packaging-wise, fairly standard window box. You just got the 4 characters. On the side, you've got some cool artwork of their headshots. And on the back, you've got a quick little write-up of the figures with a cool T2 poster. And I really like the little bit where it says, this Cyberdyne Assault Minimates box set contains everything you need to stop Skynet and fight the future. That's cool. I kind of wish there was a little more fun copywriting with Minimates instead of just like, Terminator 2 is about the Terminator stopping the future. I don't know. Let's take a look. Alright, first up we have the Cybernetic T800. Alright, since it's a Terminator set, you gotta have Arnold in it. He's the main guy. He's the big boy. And yeah, so this is supposed to be from the scene in Terminator 2 where Sarah Connor kind of invades Miles Dyson's house to try to kill him before he can make Skynet a reality. And then the T-800 is like, ooh, to show you that the future is bad, I will take off my hand and reveal a robot hand. It's a scene, and for some reason this toy, they decided to make him like a battle-damaged T-800. I don't really understand why. Probably just because they wanted to make it a little more interesting of a figure. Because the big thing is he's got like half his torso missing. And I'm pretty sure that didn't happen in the movie at this point. So yeah, it's an Arnie. I mean, for a Minimate that's like over 10 years old, 10 years at this point, it's pretty good for the face. I'm not going to say it's a perfect Arnold likeness. I think the Predator Minimates definitely get the job done a lot better. But I think for 2010, 2009 era Diamond Select toys, yeah, pretty good job. It's not perfect, but you can definitely tell who it's supposed to be. It's got a lot of battle damage on its torso for some reason. You can kind of see the cybernetic endoskeleton underneath. Nothing on the back. He's got this huge belt piece. I don't really think it looks great on him. I think they just wanted to make it look like Arnold was a bigger dude than everybody else, but I don't know. Black legs, short sleeves, and the real defining point of this figure is the endoskeleton arm. And for some reason, they made it a claw hand. All of the endoskeletons in the Terminator lines had like these big claw hands. I don't know. It's okay. I don't think it works as well for Arnold, since he's also a normal-sized Minimate, and the endoskeletons are bigger. So you have like this, and then somehow he gets bigger when he sheds his skin. I don't know, but I guess Diamond thought ahead, and they included a standard Minimate hand, which I mean, it looks better, like, anatomically speaking, just for the sizing, but I definitely think the claw might actually be a bit better. Would have been nice if they had included maybe an extra arm that was not damaged, and then a unmessed up torso, because then you could just have a standard Arnold. But yeah, he's not bad. That was the only real accessory he came with, so it's not bad. It's Arnold. All right, and then you have probably the best figure from this set. To this day, I think it honestly still holds up fairly well, is Sarah Connor. This was the first appearance of Sarah Connor in the Minimates line. She had 3 total, I think. One where she had the Asylum garb, and a Final Battle Sarah Connor as well. But yeah, pretty good. I remember really liking this one back in the day. And honestly, like I said, I think she still holds up fairly well. All the nice sculpting is really good. Really the big thing would be she kind of lacks in detailing. Sarah Connor actually was the main inspiration for reviewing this box set, because her and a T800 endoskeleton showed up in a Fortnite, and I thought it'd be fun to take a look at the figure. I didn't even buy the skin, I just thought it was cool. But yeah, so the thing with her is she's got a lot of extra sculpting. She's got this really cool hat and glasses combo. Hair is done up in a ponytail. I really like how it's just cut right there, very smooth and clean. And she's got this huge shoulder harness. It's got some pouches. Individual little bits and buttons are painted, which is nice. Looks good. I love her belt. This is like one of my favorite Minimate belts. It just crosses over. You've got the knife right there kind of hanging out. It's such a cool piece. But then you just have regular black legs, and she's got a tank top underneath with no detailing other than the tank top. It's kind of lame. But I do think it's nice. And then if you want, you can remove... She's got an angry face underneath. It's a very simple face for Minimate standards these days. But I think it fits the character fairly well. It's not a perfect Linda Hamilton, but, you know, this was 10 years ago. And I suppose if you wanted, you could also take this stuff off. Yeah, not bad. A little bit of a scuff right there. And then for her main accessory is a rifle. And this is one of, like, during that period where Minimate guns could not be held by the Minimates. I believe we called them claw killers back in the day, because it just stretches the hand like crazy. I remember when I got mine, I shaved it down to try to make it work better, but honestly, you could just toss this. It's a very nice sculpt, though. Alright, and after Sarah Connor, we have Miles Dyson. Pretty good. This was really surprising to me back in the day, because I watched T2 for the first time in, like, 2010, just to, like, catch up on it so I could understand what the Minimates were. I did that for a lot of media back in the day, where it was like, ooh, there's new Minimates coming out. I don't know what it is. I guess I'll watch the thing so I know what the toys are. It's helped me get into a lot of different things, which is nice. But yeah, fairly obscure character choice, but it's really cool that DST made him. Love the green jacket. You can even see the fur on his collar is painted different. Fairly plain civilian getup. He's just got jeans. Definitely the most plain, probably, of all the Terminator characters. And then he's just a dude. And then underneath, they actually detailed some of the battle damage from when he gets shot. You can kind of see that covered up bandage. If they were going to include this, I would have included unsleeved arms so you could have them, I guess, kind of morbid, but I guess the scene where he dies and he's like having his dying breath. Maybe not, but that could have been something to include for extra accessories, because as it is, he does have an axe. Pretty cool. I think this was the first instance of the Minimate axe, so that was a neat inclusion. DSTs later used it on their firefighter characters, and I think some other places, probably some Walking Dead stuff. You just slide it in, and he can go to town. Not bad. Little plain. This was definitely from a period where DST was going kind of crazy with civilian characters, a lot in the Ghostbusters, this line. There's probably others and I can't think about them. DST's always done a lot of civilian characters over cool, crazy costume characters. So I would have included maybe a version of the T-1000 instead of our next figure, but you know what? It's whatever. We have the Scorched endoskeleton. One of the big things with the Terminator Minimates is DST wanted to army build the robot army. So they included an extra army builder in this. It's okay. Like I said, I would have included a variant of the T-1000 since he was the only other robot in Terminator 2. But I guess they wanted to kind of represent the future aspect of those movies. And it's not bad. It's a battle-damaged, technically, T-100, T-800. I say technically because it's the exact same print, but they just kind of added some, like, weathering. But it's not bad. Very dark gray. The big thing is you can't really see half the figure because of the extra sculpting. So you've got this huge extra sculpted torso piece, which is kind of cool. It does hamper the articulation quite a bit, but it exists. And then this belt diaper. It's alright. It just kind of looks like a mass of plastic these days, but you know what? It's cool that they included it. But for prosperity, let's just, there we go. Now he looks kind of weird because he's got these huge hands and feet, but whatever. We can see some of the extra detailing a little better. Big thing is I love the grin on the T-800. Evil, crazy, you got the glowing red eyes. Very cool. And then the torso is neat because it's actually a translucent piece of plastic that they've just painted the skeleton bits underneath so you can kind of see through it. That's a really neat feature. I remember really being impressed by these guys back in the day, and I think they're still alright. The anatomy and proportions are kind of weird just because you've got all those extra big bulked up pieces on top. But yeah, pretty neat. And he has 2 accessories. This big boy's got plasma rifles. He's got 1 and 2, so you can dual wield. And then the, like I said, the T-800 is also in everybody's favorite game, Fork Knife. So I can add Fortnite to the tags on this video, and hopefully people will actually see it. So overall, that was the Terminator 2 Minimates, Comic-Con 2010 exclusive Cyberdyne Assault box set. For being a 10-year-old box set at this point, I think it still holds up fairly well. You get 2 main characters. You get both Arnold and you get Sarah Connor. It's kind of weird how we call Arnold Arnold and Sarah Connor has to be called by the character, but whatever. They're pretty cool. For a convention exclusive back in the day, this definitely would have been an absolute banger of a set, just because you get 2 main characters and iconic looks. You get an army builder, and you get an exclusive character who isn't in any of the other Terminator sets. I'm still quite impressed by the detailing on Arnie and Sarah Connor, just because Arnold face isn't, like, amazing, but you can tell who it is. He's got all those ripped textures on a shirt. The hand is really cool. It's a neat Minimate. Sarah Connor is an absolute beast of a figure, though. Still to this day, I think, honestly, if just she had an updated face and some actual detailing on her tank top, very, very modern, would hold up very well. She's got great detailing, great sculpting. I love the hat and glasses combo. Very cool. I just kind of wish her rifle wouldn't kill her hand like that. Miles Dyson, kind of an obscure character pick these days, but, you know, it's really cool that DST was showing that they were committing to characters and lines. It's neat. And then the T-800, he's alright. Very clearly just done as early, easy parts reuse. I would have preferred a variant of the T-1000, maybe like a shape-shifting T-1000. Maybe, I don't know, could have done something. Maybe like a half silver, half human T-1000 where he's like split down the middle. That would have been kind of cool. Or just having some shifting parts in general, that would have been neat. Because DST did some really cool pieces with the T-1000 in this line. But yeah, I think it's still a fairly cool box set. I'm not sure how much this is on the secondary market, but if you can find one, I definitely recommend it. Especially for Sarah Connor and the T-800. They are 2 very good Minimates that I think both hold up fairly well to this day. But anyway, that's what I think. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. check out Minimates Central for more reviews. I'll see you next time.